Dani Alves. Get it back to his goalkeeper, David De Gea. And for all that Manchester United have now laid a solid foundation in this game, with the 2-1 lead, they need to start creating chances if they're to get the third that they need, or force more errors out of the PSG back, who've gifted them 2 goals to none already. Young heads it through the midfield. This is better for United. Good possession around the edge of the PSG box. Shaw to Fred. Rashford's intelligently peeled out into a deeper position, and he gets it. Tries to blaze Meunier. Dani Alves comes back to win it ahead of Fred, and then as Mbappe does his best to work it round the corner for the run to his right-hand side from Meunier. It's one back by Manchester United, who will build your weight on. So Paredes in the book, along with Angel Di Maria. They've got Kehrer, Bernat, Verratti and Draxler all on yellow cards. Obviously it's not going to be a problem for Draxler, but I would imagine he'll miss the next round if PSG get there through injury now with that hamstring problem. United still have got 15 minutes to make sure they don't get there. Dalot to McTominay. United only need one at the moment. The ball played in, hits the hand of Bernat, out of play for a throw, no appeals for a free kick. Dalot just retrieves the ball, takes the throw quickly. Back for Young, who's put under pressure by Di Maria. That might have been a handball. Play goes on. Di Maria's got Mbappe to his left. This is a dangerous moment, and Mbappe's touch is far too heavy. And he kicks the ball away in frustration once he's come back off the hoardings behind the goal. Smalling's defending good enough. He stayed shoulder to shoulder with him, forced the error from Mbappe, whose touch was uncharacteristically heavy. His first touch was excellent, his second touch was really weak.
Gotta say, Dalot, that's the second time in a couple of minutes that Dalot's thrown the ball at Ashley Young. It's bounced up at his chest, and he's had a player on top of him before he can even take a first touch. You know, it's been awful throw-ins, and that caused real problems. But credit to Smalling there, he didn't dive in, held his ground, forced the player wide and forced him into a mistake.
You're with Talk Sport. Manchester United leading 2-1 on the night. Angel Di Maria bringing the ball forward though, to the right-hand side. It's worked inside the penalty area again, and Smalling can clear Meunier's cross away, out of harm's way. It's a feel that the game's not going to end at 2-1, but who'll score the next goal will be a brave man to predict.
Yeah, the game's opening up now. There's a few gaps. United players are struggling to get back into shape. That might be helpful if they can counter-attack.
Lukaku had Rashford making an early run ahead of him. He'd gone too early, but Lukaku's done well to hold it up. Pereira has it, riding the challenges which come in on him. Marquinhos having a little nibble at him. McTominay working it into the feet of Rashford. Back for McTominay again, and then he's clipped it the second time of asking out towards Dalot, but Dalot can't find a way past Juan Bernat. Verratti's won it back now in the midfield. 13 to go. Remember, United in the group stage, goal down away to Juventus with 3.5 minutes to go. They won that, and they will certainly believe that with the European history they've got, it doesn't matter how late the game is going, they still have the ability to score if they need to. Ball is headed down by McTominay. Work through the midfield to Dalot on the United right, the man who came on as an early substitute for Eric Bailly. United will make a second change in a moment. It's going to be the young Dutchman Chong, who's going to come on for only his third appearance for the club. What a stage for him. Pereira. Back for McTominay. McTominay down the Manchester United right into Dalot. Portuguese back for Ashley Young. Got 12 minutes to go in this one. They're about 3 minutes behind us at the Dragao, where it's still Porto 2, Roma 1. And 3-3 on aggregate, heading for extra time as things stand. We'll catch up with Ian Abraham shortly. Verratti is inside the centre circle for PSG, having turned over possession. To his right-hand side, Dani Alves picks up the ball. Then it's laid into the feet of Di Maria, but Di Maria is forced back by Fred, back towards halfway. Now they can turn, and Di Maria will get possession again, but this time he's facing the direction of play and will run towards the edge of the area. Just drags the ball back with his left foot, finds Dani Alves. Dani Alves clipping it over the top. Meunier trying to get round the back, and it was well defended by Shaw. Came back to make sure that the pullback wasn't an effective one from Mbappe, but it is a PSG corner.
Yeah, the odd gaps opening up at the moment. Physically, the United players have defended stoutly, certainly this since the substitution in the second half. The one thing they haven't done well, United, is when they've turned possession over, their passing's not been clean and crisp, and they've not created chances from it. this half, I can't remember hardly a chance that United have had on the opposition's goal. So that will be a disappointment for them. But if they get one chance and take it between now and the end of the game, they'll be delighted.
Well, they haven't had a shot on target or off target in the second half, although the credit is at the other end, PSG have only had the one. That corner was a very curious one, worked short by Di Maria, and he missed the player that he was aiming for short. Free kick is given. Manchester United are going to make a change, and Chong will come on for the final 10 minutes. Dutch under-21 internationals replacing Andres Pereira. Chong, who made his Premier League debut for the closing moments against Southampton on Saturday. He made his debut in a longer cameo as a sub against Reading in the third round of the FA Cup a couple of months ago. He's got a real bushy shock of hair. He's an unmistakable figure. And Chong, just think about Fellaini's haircut at his wildest squared, and you're almost halfway to Taith Chong.
Jim, I think you'll find what happened was when Ruud Gullit resigned or retired, he hung his wig up and Chong's put it on his head and run with it.
I'm sure Chong would take that. But here's Bernat bringing the ball forward towards the edge of the penalty area. Inside the box, Mbappe, a little step over. Can't find a way past Smalling. He's defended that so well. He's played it back off Mbappe. And it's out of play for a goal kick. 9 to go. PSG 1, Manchester United 2. What's going on in the other one? Porto against Roma. Here's TalkSport's Ian Abrahams.
Well, it's still Porto 2, Roma 1. I think we're heading for extra time here. We've got 12 minutes of normal time to go. 3-3 on aggregate. One good chance since you were last with me. Ball lifted in for Brahimi. A volley 8 yards out, which Olsen somehow kept out with his legs. Porto 2, Roma 1. 3-3 on aggregate. We're heading to extra time, and it's live on TalkSport 2.
Moose, thank you. Remember, this one isn't heading to extra time. Goal for Manchester United here would put them through if they don't concede. They can't afford to concede one themselves. PSG on the front foot. Meunier, angles tight. De Gea's done well. Beats it away at the near post. Chong comes back to cover inside the penalty area and will clear. Then gets the return ball and then will bring it forward towards halfway where he commits an infringement. And he's fouled Meunier. PSG take the free kick quickly. Di Maria back out towards the right flank for Meunier again. The Belgians seen plenty of the ball since coming on to replace the injured Draxler. Back it comes to Verratti. Verratti in a central position to Dani Alves. Back for Verratti again. Now he goes out towards Paredes. Paredes to Meunier. Meunier back for the Argentinian. Verratti's got it now. In the heart of the midfield to Dani Alves. 8 minutes plus stoppage time, but could easily be 4 extra minutes to be played here. So about 12 minutes for Manchester United to score. But they have to score or they're going out. It will be a heroic failure, but a failure nevertheless at the moment. Marquinhos inside his own half. Turns it forward for Paredes, who's pressurised by the ever-willing Chong, and then he was almost given away. Rashford just stuck his right foot out and was able to drill it forward, but he couldn't find Lukaku. And PSG bring it out from the back with Kimpembe, very confident, a bit of a swagger about him as he fights Thiago Silva. His ball forward through the midfield into the feet of Angel Di Maria. Then Verratti, shaven-headed, plays it forward towards the edge of the area. Mbappe's in, De Gea's goalkeeping, and Smalling's covering, defending good enough. And then the shot hits the post from Bernat. There was a covering defender, and had it been on target, it might have been blocked anyway. But Mbappe looks at the referee, hands outstretched. He thinks he should have had a penalty. The VAR's not interested. It goes down as brilliant goalkeeping from David De Gea.
Well, Mbappe's not been at his clinical best. Luckily for United tonight, he could have finished the game then. And it's just pointing to the fact, can United, are the stars shining down on them, and can they get this winner? They've got to be a little bit more clinical when they do turn the ball over. The likes of Rashford and Lukaku not coming back to that defensive position. They're staying up the pitch, waiting for supply lines. But United have got to feed them, and feed them with good quality, which they failed to do this half at the moment.
Have been beaten by an English side in the 90th minute of a game this season once already. That was at Anfield, of course. Roberto Firmino, the match winner on that occasion. PSG have won all 15 European ties when they've won the first leg away from home. This one isn't cut and dried yet.
Jim, they've defended brilliantly, haven't they, United tonight? I think, you know, since the substitution, they've conceded very, very few clear-cut chances on their goal, and I think the goalkeeper, certainly the back line, Smalling's been outstanding, Shaw's been very, very good.
Well, taking Bailly off and replacing him with Dalot was like flicking a switch, wasn't it?
It was.
Can't defend to can defend. I mean, it has been as far-reaching as that. Fred plays it forward for Chong. 5.5 to go. Chong inside left, down towards Luke Shaw. He brought forward by United again. Chips inside the area. Oh, Dalot was waiting. Took his eye off the ball as Bernat suddenly became favourite to be able to deal with it, and he missed it. Dalot took his eye off it and couldn't sweep it towards goal. It's out of play for a Manchester United throw. And that's claiming that it should be a PSG ball. In fact, the assistant referee agrees. United not in the business of wasting time at the moment. That was just a breakdown in communication between the officials, because it did look as though it was a Manchester United throw. There are 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. United leading 2-1 on the night, but still going out at the moment. You're with Talk Sport.
Yeah, I think Dalot was expecting Bernat to get that touch on the ball. He didn't get the touch on it, and it eluded both players. Good opportunity there.
Well, I talked about the script being written for Mason Greenwood. He's going to be coming on in a moment. 4 minutes to go. And the product of United's academy will come on to make his first team debut. Hoping to make the same kind of impact on his debut, albeit in a shorter time period than Marcus Rashford did.
I think United will be ruining that first leg at Old Trafford. They've certainly the latter half of this game, or 3/4 of this game, they've looked really solid away from home. They've not really pressured too much on the counter-attack, but from a defensive point of view, if this was the first leg, you'd be absolutely delighted with this performance.
Free kick to PSG. The atmosphere intensifying. Those in the Parc des Princes, the vast majority of them expecting that they're within minutes now. United make their final change. Young is off. And is the script written for Mason Greenwood, just 17 years of age, coming on for his first team debut. He scored 22 goals for United's underage teams this season at a rate of about 1 a game. He's a tremendous talent. But will he be given an opportunity? Will he have that little naivety of youth that will just see him put a chance away routinely, playing for the first team as if he was playing for the under-18s? As I say, they have got such high hopes for him. David De Gea plays it forward. Greenwood goes up for it. He's beaten in the air, but then has done well to win it back. He can't find Chong. No foul by Verratti in the midfield. United mop up at the back and work it down towards Dalot. Dalot on the right-hand side of the United midfield sends a high ball forward. Greenwood trying to take it on the half turns, beaten in the air by Kimpembe, who's headed it out of play for a Manchester United throw. I tell you something, for a 17-year-old, he's got a real physical presence about him. Smalling finds Dalot. Dalot works it back through the midfield for Fred. Fred's inside the centre circle. Left-footed ball over the top, headed away by Thiago Silva. Shaw bringing it down neatly on the left-hand side of the midfield. Into the feet of Rashford. Rashford off balance, couldn't maintain possession and feed it back for Shaw. We're in the 89th minute as Mbappe brings it forward into Manchester United territory. He's found Meunier coming back to cover his McTominay. Meunier still got it though. He takes it down towards the corner flag because he's got nothing in the way of support. Then as he chips it back, he's done really well to find a dark blue shirt. That of Dani Alves. Worked then back by Verratti towards the figure of Juan Bernat. Bernat out to Di Maria, the former Manchester United man. Had a season at Old Trafford under Van Gaal. Forward towards Verratti. Verratti can't get a foot in, and Chong can, and he can work it back towards David De Gea. 90 seconds of the 90 remain, plus stoppage time. United need to score. Ball launched forward over the top. Rashford chases it. Lukaku chases it. But it's come out to Thiago Silva, who will be able to bring it away. 2-1 Manchester United lead on the night against a side who've won 18 out of 20 at home this season in all competitions. But at the moment, it's not going to be enough for United.
This game's getting stretched now, Jim, there's no doubt about that. And United keeping men up front. They need to find a clinical pass.
Greenwood's drifted off in space. It's Dalot who tries his luck. Did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. And in the 90th minute, Manchester United have their first corner of the night.
Well. They're going to throw everyone into the box, I would fully expect now. In fact, it took a handball, in fact, that diverted it for a corner. And PSG have got to defend this well, because there's no coming back from this if United hit the back of the net.
A 90th minute goal away from home in Europe. Well, it's happened before. Chong's going to take this. Buffon standing on his line. Is he complaining about time wasting, Gigi Buffon? Surely not. Chong's not in a position to waste any time here at all. Oh, now they're going to have a look for the handball shout against Kimpembe from that shot. And the VAR is calling the referee Damir Scamina over, and he's going to have a look at the monitor. Now, Kimpembe jumped up. The arm wasn't in a natural position. It hit him. It was by the side of his body, and it hit his elbow. First of all, they've got to look to see if it's inside the penalty area. He's got his back to it, but it hits his elbow. This could be given. This could be given.
For me, it's a penalty. He's jumped, he's turned his back, he's got his arm up. That is a penalty. He's not deflected off another part of his body to hit his arm. He's got his arm up, he's got his eye on the ball before he turns away from it. For me, if it was down to me, that is a penalty.
Well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's seen it, and he's trying to influence the referee's decision. The referee's going across, and he's having a look at the monitor, and he'll assess it himself. I tell you something, every Manchester United fan in the world is going to love VAR if this is given. We're in the 2nd minute of stoppage time, and if the referee decides this is a penalty, the VAR has called him over and thinks that he's got a decision to make. So the VAR thinks it's a penalty. But the ultimate call is with Scamina. It is inside the penalty area, but only just. What's he going to give? He's coming over. If he gives the TV signal here, it is a penalty. What's he going to give? Yes, it's going to be a penalty to Manchester United, and they have the chance to win it. Kimpembe, who scored the only goal of his career in the first leg, has his head in his hands because he's just given away a penalty that gives Manchester United the chance in stoppage time to win the tie. Marcus Rashford has the opportunity from 12 yards to put United through. What a twist in the tale here.
Well, United have been gifted 2 goals in the first half. They've worked tirelessly defensively between the substitution and now, and it's incredible, the game of football. They have got a chance. Marcus Rashford from the penalty spot, pressure on him to deliver. Well done to the officials, well done to VAR. That is handball in my world.
Well, they've just talked about the VAR decisions and what will be given as penalties, all talking about a natural silhouette of the arm, the positioning of the arm. That wasn't within. I think that they got the call right, but the bottom line is it's been given, and Marcus Rashford now has to put the penalty away, and there's plenty of gamesmanship from PSG players here. Juan Bernat was back, encroaching so far in the penalty area that he was level with the ball. Buffon is doing everything he can to aggravate Rashford as well by not being in a position to face the penalty. Now, once this penalty's been taken, there will still be 2 minutes to play. But if Rashford puts this in, United are ahead on away goals and will surely have achieved the all but impossible. It's a straight run up from Rashford. He's 6-7 yards away from the ball. He alters his trajectory. Right footed. It is in. He's drilled it past Gigi Buffon. Manchester United lead 3-1 away from home. They are on the verge of achieving the impossible. No side in Champions League knockout history has ever overcome a first leg home defeat of 2 goals or more. But United are seconds away from doing that. Seconds away from knocking PSG out. And these Manchester United players, on a night when at times they were barely second best in the first half, they're on the verge of history. They're on the verge of a place in the quarterfinals. They are on the verge of writing their collective names in Manchester United folklore. This comeback will go down alongside all the greats that Manchester United have ever achieved. All they've got to do now is hold on for another 2 minutes.
Well, Jim, when I get home tonight, I'm going to ring Ollie and I'm going to say, what are your lottery numbers for this weekend? Because fantastic. He identified a problem in his back line, made a change. The team have got a fantastic defensive shape to them, and they've gone, and hopefully they can hang on and get over the line.
David De Gea, oh, he's come out, punched him when he could have caught it. Here's Di Maria inside the penalty area. Di Maria is knocked away by Smalling. What a night he's had. It's out for a corner. PSG have made a change. They brought Cavani on for Dani Alves. Still another minute or so to go. Di Maria will take this corner. It's a left-footed away swinger. United almost there. It's a poor corner which is cleared. Chong can't get to it. He can the second time of asking. He's wired into a challenge on Di Maria. He thought it took a touch off the Argentinian. It's gone out of play for a throw. We played 5.5 minutes of stoppage time. The throw is taken back. Still another 40 seconds or so to go. Back he comes for Verratti. Verratti towards the edge of the area. United have to stand firm here. Di Maria's ball in. He's overhit across the penalty area. Out past everyone from Manchester United throw. And they should be able to run the clock down sufficiently from here to get over the line.
An amazing performance to turn this round. I'm not overly sure what De Gea was doing there, attempting to punch something when it was a basic catch, take all the pressure off. But United just have to be solid, defend their box for the last few minutes. Lukaku's playing at the centre of defence at this moment in time, and they just need a minute, keep possession of the ball and see the game out.
Chong brings it forward and wins the throw. We're in the 7th minute of stoppage time. It's PSG 1, Manchester United 3. 3-3 on aggregate. United are going through on away goals. As it stands, they've just got seconds to go. They've thrown the ball deep into PSG territory. Free kick is given to the Parisians. Still time to take it. They're 20 yards inside their own half and everybody's getting forward. It's hammered into Manchester United territory. It's helped on by Thiago Silva. Luke Shaw's high left-footing clearance will be brought down by Meunier, but he's still 40 yards outside the box. Shaw heads the next one away. Meunier brings it down again. Finds Verratti. Verratti taking responsibility here for PSG. Can they create one last opportunity? Mbappe coming in off the left flank. Verratti will take it on now. He's got Juan Bernat in support. He's pulled it back to him. One more cross to defend potentially here for United. Mbappe wriggling away on the edge of the penalty area. Back he goes for Juan Bernat again. Bernat back for Verratti. High ball swung in for him. It's missed everybody. Marquinhos goes down. He's play acting, trying to find a penalty. No foul by Luke Shaw. No chance that that was a penalty or an infringement. He's dived. He's looking for it. And the ball's out of play for a goal kick, and that goal kick may well be the last kick of the game.
Well, embarrassing play acting there, and just to show where United are at the moment, Lukaku at the heart of the defence playing centre half, Rashford in a left back position, everyone's defending their goal, and well, they've defended so well tonight. They've been brilliant.
De Gea launches it forward. We're almost in the 9th minute of stoppage time when only 3 were stipulated. I don't know where all this extra time is coming from. It's gone out of play for a throw. Gigi Buffon with a face of thunder. What seems as though it's going to be the potential for him to finally win the Champions League this season. It's not going to come off. Still play goes on. It's headed away at the back by Lukaku, who's in at centre half now. Chong plays it forward, but he's lost possession. Di Maria comes back. Chong's won it back. Just use it sensibly. He's done exactly that. Oh, then he gives it away with a crossfield ball, which is cut out by Verratti. He's brought to the ground. Shaw is booked. Now, it took them 2.5 minutes to decide whether it was a penalty. 3 minutes of stoppage time was shown. There's been a substitution since, but we've now played 9 minutes. We're in the 100th minute of the game, and I simply don't understand where this extra time is coming from. United have another free kick to defend. It's headed away by Romelu Lukaku. Referee looks at his watch, and that is that. Manchester United have achieved something that seemed utterly impossible.
The PSG players cannot believe it. Manchester United, ecstatic, delighted, euphoric, jubilant and victorious. You think of all the great Manchester United comebacks there have been in history, and this is up there with them. That game against Barcelona in the 80s where Stapleton was mesmeric. Roy Keane at his best in the 90s in Turin. The comeback in the Champions League final that year, 20 years on, Manchester United have done it again. Against the PSG side, who've only lost 4 times at home in more than 100 games. United needed a win by 2, and they've won by 2. A 94th minute Marcus Rashford penalty has written their name in history. No other side in Champions League history has ever overturned a 2-goal home defeat in the first leg. But Manchester United have. PSG are out. United are in the last 8 of the Champions League. An unforgettable night. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Manchester United 3, 3-3 on aggregate. Manchester United win on away goals.
My. It has been an extraordinary evening in France for Manchester United. We'll get to that then in just a moment, but just to let you know, over on TalkSport 2 right now, you can listen into extra time of Porto against Roma, which finished 2-1 on the night, but that now very much in the balance that it is 3-3 on aggregate for that one. So that going into extra time, you can follow it all here on the sports bar that's coming up next here on TalkSport as well. But Stuart Pearce, a remarkable evening for Manchester United in Paris tonight.
Well, I can't get my breath here. I am absolutely delighted for Manchester United, for Ollie, for the players. They almost give, after the early goal, they almost gifted the game to PSG, I think, by their line-up. They made a change, and from that change onwards, they look really, really solid defensively. A wonderful performance on the road, and, well, the scenes, the fans, the players, the mojo is back at Old Trafford now, and Ole Gunnar, and credit to Marcus Rashford for holding his nerve. You know, we're deep into extra time, and he stood on the penalty spot with a chance of either putting his team through or missing a penalty and knocking them out. And listen, they deserve to go through tonight. PSG didn't do enough to knock them over, and well, I was just so pleased to have my eyes on this one.
The smiles on the players that we are seeing right now, I mean, they're the biggest grins you can ever imagine. After what a night for Manchester United, surely Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the permanent Manchester United manager.
Well, listen, every week that goes by, you think that he's added to his CV. He's taken another step in his CV, another step in the Solskjaer evolution as a manager, if you like. I'm delighted for Alex as well, sat in the stand, you know, being part of this many years ago, and I'm sure he's mentoring Ollie as the days and weeks go by. But listen, this is a wonderful, wonderful evening for Manchester United Football Club.
It certainly is. It has been dogged by controversy as well, with that late penalty. That will rumble on for a long time with discussions on that. Time has run out for us, though. Stuart and Jim, thank you very much. Ian Abrahams will keep you right up to date with the events in Portugal, where it is Porto 2-1 up against Roma on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. That is into extra time. You can also listen into that as well on TalkSport 2. The Sports Bar is up next for you. My goodness, Manchester United have made history as they have become the first team to overcome a 2-goal defeat from the home leg to reach the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Mission impossible is possible.
The odds tonight are overwhelmingly stacked against United, but you just never know.
Oh, it's given away, and here's Romelu Lukaku. He's in, he's round the goalkeeper, he's squeezed it in, and less than 2 minutes in, Manchester United have the first of the 2 they need, and it's come from a PSG defensive error. What a start for Manchester United.
Marquinhos, the defensive-minded central midfielder, is getting forward. Then he slipped down the line. Mbappe, played in, it's 1-1.
And inevitably, it's a run off that left-hand side that has brought the equalising goal. And Mbappe on the right-hand side of the penalty area squared it across the 6-yard box. No one had tracked the run of Juan Bernat coming into the far post, and he had an easy side foot in. And it's PSG 1, Manchester United 1, 11 minutes in.
Pereira dropped off and created the space.
He's found Rashford. Rashford from distance. Oh, spilled by Buffon to the feet of Romelu Lukaku, who scored again out of absolutely nothing. Manchester United lead by 2 goals to 1.
Di Maria to Verratti. Verratti
Flick round the corner. Well, it's a chance for Di Maria. It's it. PSG back on level terms. No, it's been chalked off. The offside flag is up. Forward towards the edge of the area. Mbappe's in. De Gea's goalkeeping. And Smalling's covering, defending good enough. And then the shot hits the post from Bernat.
Greenwood's drifted off in space. It's
Dalot who tries his luck. Did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. It is inside the penalty area, but only just. What's he going to give? He's coming over. If he gives the TV signal here, it is a penalty. What's he going to give? Yes, it's going to be a penalty to Manchester United. And they have the chance to win it. It's a straight run up from Rashford. He's 6-7 yards away from the ball. He alters his trajectory. Right foot in. It is in. He's drilled it past Gigi Buffon. Manchester United lead 3-1 away from home. They are on the verge of achieving the impossible.
UEFA Champions League live on Talk Sport with Arnold Clark. Expect the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Visit arnoldclark.com.
Football Index is reinventing football betting. You can buy and sell the world's top players. Their value may go up and down, but it's not over with the final whistle like a regular bet. You get to stay in the game. Trade up to £500 for 7 days, and if you don't love Football Index, they'll give you your money back.
Start building your portfolio today at footballindex.co.uk or download the app now. New customers only, minimum deposit and conditions apply. Gamble responsibly.
For everyone who wants a better deal from their broadband, for everyone who wants their price to stay put for the whole of their contract, this one's for you. At TalkTalk, we've got Britain's lowest fixed price fibre. It's just £19.95 a month for 18 months. That's lower than every other major provider, with no mid-contract price rises. And you get our powerful Wi-Fi hub for our strongest signal yet. These are just some of the reasons we're the U-Switch most popular broadband provider for 2019. So don't miss Britain's lowest fixed price fibre. Now just £19.95 a month for 18 months with no setup fee. Offer ends 14th of March. Search TalkTalk Fibre. TalkTalk for everyone. For new customers only, T's and C's apply.
You know your funk from your punk, from your Gregorian monk. But do you know your pension options? PensionWise is a service set up by the government to provide free, impartial guidance about your pension pot. If you're over 50, call 0800 144 8944 to book your free telephone or face-to-face appointment. PensionWise. Get to know your options.
I've just started this new giraffe diet.
Yeah?
You only eat what you can reach with your neck.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's really popular, isn't it?
I love the parsnip diet, the charcoal diet, and the spaceman diet, but everyone swears by the giraffe diet.
I suppose just using your neck makes sense.
The Jaguar F-Pace, for those that don't do popular choices, except on value. Now available with up to £3,750 deposit contribution and 5.9% APR representative. Search Jaguar F-Pace offers. Jaguar, a breed apart.
PCP credit is subject to status and is only available to UK residents age 18 and over. Selected models only. Offer ends 31st of March 2019. Jaguar Financial Services.
Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell.
Did you know that winning postcodes are announced every single day with People's Postcode Lottery? Only plain postcodes are entered, so the prizes are always won. It costs just £10 a month to play in all draws. Join in with your postcode to play at postcodelottery.co.uk. PPL manage lotteries on behalf of good causes. Players must be over 16. Terms and conditions apply. Please play responsibly. Be gamble aware.
Someone's knocking at the door.
The UEFA Champions League live on TalkSport with Direct Line. De facto 5-star rated van insurance.
On DAB Digital Radio and 1089 and 1053 AM. The Sports Bar on TalkSport.
All right, fans, here we go with the main
friends. Happy Wednesday. Woohoo! Welcome to a special edition.
There's a time you just, as an opposing fan, you just say, you know what?
Man United beat PSG 3-1 away to go through 3-3 on aggregate on the away goal wall. They're into the last 8. One of the greatest away performances in European history. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I salute you. If you're listening, the board of Manchester United, give him the job tonight. Don't wait till tomorrow. Give Solskjaer the gig now. 08717 223344. What a night of football!
Let me be the first I'll let you take a breather to congratulate you, because believe it or not, although there's a lot of people out there, I actually wanted United to win tonight. There's a big part of me that wanted United to win.
It's been a roller coaster, but you stayed, and now I'm taking over for the day. 'Cause I can be what you wanna be, and I can feel but you love me. Take me to a place I'm calling for. Open up the doors I'm knocking on. I'm losing control. But you love me. Take me to a place I'm calling for. Open up the doors I'm knocking on. I'm losing control. Be the one to leave my fantasy. Show you crave your hands all over me. I'll never let go.
Without you, I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to walk on by. It has been a year and now I'm living. damage, only the scar remains. For we are better apart from all the pain. Distant like the stars above. There's no love I cannot see. And in a moment, that's when I knew I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you.
in your heartbeat. Forever in your heartbeat. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat. Forever in your heartbeat. Forever in your heartbeat. I can hear your heartbeat. Forever in your heartbeat. I can hear your
like a hurricane to my heart, to the far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there. Like a hurricane to my heart, to the far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there.
Could swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came in. I could swear that this room has been running out of air, and now it's starting to spin. You make me feel kinda bad, kinda good, kinda everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kinda wrong, kinda right, kinda anything, and I would change it if I could. I'm fainting, I think I'm losing my sight. I swear I'm hitting the floor. I could swear that my stomach just sunk a meter. I'll be dead if I take any more. You make me feel kinda bad, kinda good, kinda everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kinda wrong, kinda right, kinda anything, and I would change
will fly, we will dance all night. Young and free, we will feel the release. Eyes will light, we will see the dawn. We will stay till the victory falls. We stay when